And a tasty ribbon cutting was held last week on Frontage Road at the Sweet Corner.
I'd like to thank you all for coming out today for the ribbon cutting of our newest member, the Chamber of Commerce, the Sweet Corner Wi-Fi and Bakery. They specialize in pastries in the morning and lunch, and they're doing sandwiches and stuff for lunch. So please come on down and patronize them. At this time, Wendy Thompson-King and Cassandra Selbach, would you please cut the ribbon?
Got it ready? We just did a grand opening ribbon cutting for our bakery, cafe. We have an internet cafe, but I just want to introduce the new business. It's been open for a year, but we just bought it a couple months ago.
So the Sweet Corner here on Frontage Road, tell me a little bit about what your specialties are here, Cassandra.
We're going to be doing a lot of home-baked goods, home-baked bread, pastries, sandwiches, a lot of good, healthy food, in addition to the not-so-healthy baked items. But we're just really excited. We're really excited to do some things for the community. We're all very community service-minded, so we've all got our businesses that we operate to. So we're such good friends, and so we're all excited to come together, to sort of do a common goal for the community.
Wendy, you yourself are a performer, and I've actually seen you perform here before. Are you going to be doing that?
Absolutely. We have an open mic actually this Saturday from 5 to 8. So yeah, we used to do shows here all the time, fundraisers, open mic, stuff like that for the kids and for musicians. So yeah, I'm totally excited about that.
Speaking about another musician and performer right here, Cassandra Selbach even has a CD out.
She does.
I do. Very excited about the open mic night as well, and being able to reach out to some of the high schoolers and some of the other individuals in Pahrump, try to promote their artistic ability and get them in here doing something positive with their time. What better to do on a Saturday night? So we're excited.
Exciting event and grand opening as well. What are the hours of operation here?
We're open from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. all through the week, and then Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., and we're closed on Sunday.
If people would like to have events here, can they do that too as well?
Absolutely, we can do that. We love to do some of the meet and greet stuff. We'd love to do some church stuff, some Bible study stuff.
Catering.
So absolutely some catering, hold meetings, for some of the community organizations. So we are very open to all that. We really just want to help the community and to provide a place that allows that to happen.
Again, this Saturday night is the first open mic night here at the Sweet Corner on Frontage Road. All are invited to come along and have a good time, and that is going to be held from 5 to 8 p.m. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
And this Saturday, Stockpile Defense and the Bureau of Land Management are looking for volunteers to help clean up the Belle Vista shooting range.
Stockpile Defense started out as a bulk ammo store. Since then, we've grown and we are doing full guns, ammo, accessories, and training courses.
You kind of partnered with the BLM for this weekend. Tell me about that.
Yeah, we sure did. We saw that there was quite a need out there, a lot of trash and debris. We wanted to make it a little more safe for the shooters and families that go out to shoot.
At the Belle Vista shooting range you're talking about.
Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So tell me, Matt, have you been having some people come in here to sign up for this event?
Yeah, actually we had somebody come in this morning. He asked about registration. I didn't actually know off the top of my head. It kind of got dropped on me. I've only been here for a week. So yeah, we took his name and his number and we told him we have roughly, 25 people coming out, plus us, all the employees. So we're real excited.
So the shooting range there, a lot of people utilize that area. We'd like to get it back to its pristine condition where it's safe and able to use and people can have fun.
Yeah, absolutely. We have porta potties delivered. We have BLMs bringing out dumpsters. We'll have water. Boy Scouts, any Boy or Girl Scouts that come out do get a badge for their participation. And any other person that comes out to volunteer actually gets a free day pass to any national park.
Wow, there you go.
Yeah.
So what time and date is the cleanup?
It is this Saturday, the 22nd, from registration is at 7:30 in the morning until noon. So
Matt, tell me some of the things that you get mostly requested here at Stockpile Defense people are looking for.
A lot of ammo, accessories, a lot of stuff for AR-15s and AKs out here. Targets, cleaning kits. We sell a lot of frog lube, a lot of boar snakes, stuff like that.
We're really in close proximity to Front Sight.
Yeah, we are their official partner, so we are able to service them. We have a lot of Las Vegas people coming in because there's not a 3-day wait, and our prices beat anybody.
There you go. So what time are you guys open here?
We're here actually 7 days a week, from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m.
And where are you located?
3190 South Highway 160, Suite F.
And a phone number or website?
Sure, it's 775-751-2163, and it's at stockpiledefense.com.
And Matt, people can come in here and sign up, and you got all the info now, right?
Yeah, we're open 7 to 10 every day of the week.
And when you're in the midst of a home improvement project, a delay can cost time and money. In today's Angie's List report, how to avoid project delays with your contractor.
Changing the project midstream is the most common delay for projects. So having a well-documented plan when you start out is going to lead to a more efficient project. No one can control the weather, but if you're planning for an outside project, it's going to be important to build in some buffer for weather-related delays. If you're painting your house or adding new landscaping, there are going to be times they're not going to be able to work. So that'll help manage expectations by building the buffer so your project comes in on. The best bet for avoiding delays is to document and communicate regularly with your contractor, and be sure you're realistic at the beginning with the timeline.
According to a study released by the Violence Policy Center, Nevada ranked first in the nation in the rate of women killed by men for the third year in a row, with a rate of 2.62 per 100,000. This rate was more than double the national average. Nevada has held the top position for 5 of the last 6 years. In 2010, 35 women were murdered by males in Nevada for homicides in which the weapon used could be identified. 45% of the female victims were shot and killed with guns. Of these, 73% were killed with handguns. For homicides in which the victim-to-offender relationship could be identified, 91% of female victims were murdered by someone they knew. 56% were wives, common law wives, ex-wives, or girlfriends of the offenders. The executive director of the Nevada Network Against Domestic Violence states reducing domestic violence homicide is the responsibility of all Nevada's communities. As this report points out, women in Nevada are at a higher risk of being victims of homicides perpetrated by people they know and love. Much more must be done in our state to change this outcome. The Federal Bureau of Investigation's unpublished supplementary homicide report is released each year to coincide with Domestic Violence Awareness Month in October. The study concludes the picture that emerges from when men murder women is that women face the greatest threat from someone they know, most often a spouse or intimate acquaintance, who is armed with a gun. For women in America, guns are not used to save lives, but to take them. Yearly test scores that show how well our kids are doing have been released. The scores determine whether a school is passing or failing. It's part of a federal program called No Child Left Behind. This is the last year the state will have to follow the guidelines of that program. Nevada is among more than 30 states that receive waivers to opt out of the program. It's long been criticized for using an all-or-nothing approach to grade schools, largely based on yearly test scores. This past school year, the 2011-2012 school year, Nevada actually saw a slight bump in the number of schools who passed those yearly tests and evaluations known as adequate yearly progress. It went from 45% to 49% of schools making the grade. But things are changing. The federal government has given Nevada, along with 32 other states, the go-ahead to create what they see as a more fair and adequate way of grading how well students are achieving. The state is using a plan called the Nevada Growth Model. This new approach focuses on how much each student is growing academically from where they started to where they are now. Schools also will be graded under a new system awarding anywhere from 1 to 5 stars. It's based on a 100-point system where schools are judged from everything from academic performance and reducing gaps in achievement among struggling students to school climate. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. That's your news across Nevada.
And folks, here's Deanna O'Donnell to bring you news across Nevada.
Well, that does it for this edition of News 46's Week in Review. Some of the events this weekend include...
Well, to start with, on Saturday, we have the cleanup at the Bella Vista shooting range with the BLM participating from 8 in the morning till noon.
There you go, and that's west on Bella Vista, right next to the Windrock Ranch there. It's just past it, and that's care of BLM and Stockpile Defense.
Very good.
And another event that we have is up there on Level Canyon, which this is interesting. On Saturday, they're going to have a competition with skateboards, longboards, and slosh boards, and that's Level Canyon, which is right before Spring Mountain there on the left-hand side past the Sandy Valley turnoff, and that begins at 3 p.m.
Now also, at 8 p.m. on Saturday evening, we will be getting to hear the wonderful voice of Lynn Peterson at the Sanders Family Winery. She will be performing, and it sounds like it'll be a pretty good show.
What time is that again?
That's at 8 p.m.
There you go. And of course, the Jefferson Jackson dinner is going to be down there at Lakeside. If you don't have your tickets, it's the Democrat annual event down there, and it begins at 7:30.
And then we also have a car wash, don't we?
Yes. The car wash is to benefit the female that was a victim of domestic violence down there in Florida, and her family lives here. And they're having that at Front Valley Auto Plaza, and that is from 9 until 1 p.m.
Very good.
And of course, Susan Gravel is at the library from 10 to noon with her new book. And I think that does it. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Jason Coles.
That does it for this edition of News 46's Week in Review. We'll see you again here tomorrow night.
Good night.